What is your favorite thing about sex to talk about?
Kinks. I mean, I love talking about.
Yes.
It has to be kinks.
Yes.
It has to be kinks. Because when you talk about kinks out here, you always get like shocking reactions.
Exactly.
Out here, so many people pretend to be vanilla, but I think they're not. I mean,
oh, you know they're not.
What kind of kinks do you think are common that people are exploring, but they're afraid to talk about?
oh, afraid to talk about, I wouldn't know, but then for what's like common out here, it will have to be masochism, submission, dominance, impact play. People love to be spanked.
I mean, you just sound dirty to me right now. So, like, I can just like catch a flight. What's up? What's your COVID situation? Should I just come through, or
do people use toys? Is there much of a sex toy industry, or people just kind of just improvising, stuff at home?
People use toys here. People really use toys. There's a sex toy company that like is really selling. I know a number of people that sell sex toys, and they are always saying they sold out. They don't have toys. So
really?
People use toys. Yeah.
How does that work? Is it a black market, or can they sell in public? Can you have a store on Main Street?
You can have a shop.
Okay.
It's just not like known by lots of people. Those who know. Yeah, that's.
But like the government isn't stopping you from opening a store and selling sex toys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
But then people really use toys. You wouldn't know if you were not like sex positive or you're not open-minded because people might not open up to you about the toys they have.
Right.
But when they see you are sex positive, they'll let you know. So I use this, I use that. Yeah. So people use toys.
That's awesome.
Me, I always talk about sex toys even. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're going to talk about sex toys, obviously I need to know, do you have like favorite sex toys? Because obviously I have my favorites, but like what genre? Do you like vibrators? Do you like impact toys? Do you like what
electricity?
Well, I have a new favorite toy because I just got it.
Okay, I have to hear all about it.
I just got it. It's a thrusting, rotating dildo.
Okay.
I just got it. So yeah, I love it so much. But I used to love my Kegel bowls because I used to love wearing it around. Previously, when I'm going on a date, I'll have one inside before me. And then on the date, I'll just like, oh my God, I'm getting turned on. And I'll let you know, I have something inside me right now.
What are people's
secret? Because I could wear it anyway. I mean,
what's the reactions you get to that?
Well, they just be like, "Yeah, crazy." I mean, but then they expect it because
they know.
They know you exactly.
Your reputation precedes you.
I know. Like, I love that. I mean, nothing surprises anyone. So yeah, that's great.
That's great.
Yeah,
I love it. I did say on Twitter, I promised to tell you about my trophy.
Yes, I couldn't wait for that. You said you won an award. Oh, is that it?
That's my trophy.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it. What happened?
Okay, so the trophy itself says Young Sluts Sensual Playhouse, right? Is that what it says?
Sensual Playhouse, Young Sluts Orgy Contest.
Wow, I like that.
So in 2015, I went to Burning Man, and it was my third year going to Burning Man, which I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's this huge fucking, there's actually something called Africa Burn, which is, it's a regional burn from Burning Man that happens in Africa, but the one out there is fucking crazy. Y'all have guns and shit. It's weird. Weird. But Burning Man is basically this week-long arts festival that happens in the desert in Nevada here in America. And it's super artsy, and people are just wearing costumes all day and like dressed up, and there's parties everywhere. It's like a nonstop party, but it's also a city that doesn't exist, except for when we come. So we come, build the city for a week, and then tear it all down and take it with us. So it's really fucking cool because it's just the disappearing city, right? And so you're just playing in the disappearing city. Well, this particular year, they happened to have an orgy contest. And I've been running around with my playa boyfriend all week, and we've been having a ton of sex and having like partying and having a bunch of fun. Whoa. And I'm sitting in his camp, and like he's talking to his best friend, and I'm like, should I just like go back to my camp and actually hang out with my friends, or should I like try to like find an event that I can go to by myself, or maybe events that we can go to together? Like, what should I do? And I'm just like looking through the event book, and I come across the Young Sluts Orgy Contest, and I was like, well, I did want to have sex at Burning Man this year.
Okay.
Well, this seems like an interesting, and I'm like,
contest.
Right. And I'm just like sitting there in my head thinking like, do I want to invite Asher? Should I like ask him if he wants to go? Should I go for myself? Like what? All right. And then all of a sudden this cute little blonde girl goes, hey, does anyone want to go to the orgy contest with me? And I'm like, oh, you come here. We're best friends now. And so she and I grab my playa boyfriend, and the three of us go to this orgy contest. And we walked in, we're like, we don't know how to win an orgy, but we're gonna. Like, we coming in to win this shit. So we start having fun, having sex, and like whatever. And as we're getting ready to leave, everyone, and like it's in this RV, right? Like this RV bus situation. And there's like maybe 30 people in the RV, and everyone in the RV is like, yo, those two, they need trophies. And talking about Alicia and I, and I'm like, word? Okay.
What exactly were you doing?
There it is. Okay. Where I was, okay. So that was what I was wondering. I was like, okay, so what these trophies for? They going to tell us, or like they just trophies, or they just like, am I being patronized here? No, actually. So Alicia won for most orgasms received because she was very clearly coming a lot. But to be fair, she also admits that she comes very easily. So her coming a ton, unsurprising.
Okay.
She was also having a great time. So again, unsurprising. I arguably won the better trophy because I won for most orgasms given.
Oh! So you gave her the most orgasms. Wow. How many orgasms did she get?
No. I gave everyone the most orgasms.
Oh, wow. That's
putting the orgy in orgy, I might add.
Wow, you deserve that. That's like a huge trophy. I mean,
that's what I fucking said. I was like, okay, this is like the best trophy. Like,
you're an orgasm queen.
Wait a second. You were putting the O in orgy.
I mean, like, she gave the most orgasms. Wow.
Can I say I'm a fucking champ?
Yeah, you are. Like, you deserve the trophy. You should have a crown.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was so excited because I knew that you would enjoy this story. And like,
yeah, that's great. Like, I wish something like that happened here. How often does it happen, though?
So orgy contests, that was the only one I've ever been to. Orgies, though, before the world broke, global pandemic and all, before the world broke, sex parties were actually pretty regular here in New York City. If you were like fully immersed in the sex positive scene, you could find a party just about every weekend or like almost every other weekend. But the best parties were happening either once a month or once every month and a half. So like often enough that you can like go meet people, have fun, have a great time, but also not a huge like draw on your wallet, not a huge draw on your time. And a lot of the parties are themed in some way. So there's like costume themes. So you like dress up and like have cute little costumes and like run around.
That would be fun. And they are legal. Are they totally legal?
Oh,
great question.
In Ghana, they are illegal. In Ghana, they are illegal. So you're supposed to be very private.
That's exactly the same here. Yeah. So it's illegal to have sex parties here, but especially if you're serving and selling alcohol.
Okay.
So
I really think it's the alcohol that's the only thing that's illegal, right? Because you need a liquor license, and these are kind of like underground parties, so nobody's getting licensed for it.
You do
but is
need
the
a
sex
liquor-
itself?
Well, you do need a liquor license, but like the reason why it's illegal is because if you're serving alcohol and there are like, you cannot legally serve alcohol with naked women present. It's like a cabaret rule, actually, like from the strip clubs.
Right.
So if there are naked women present, you cannot sell alcohol.
You need a separate license. You need a cabaret license for that.
Right.
Okay.
So, and if you have a cabaret license, you can't get a liquor license.
But don't some of these places get away with it because they basically say it's like a membership thing? Like you pay a membership like an entry fee to get in, but then you're not paying for the individual drinks.
So here's how a lot of the places get away with it. A lot of places who have like nude strip clubs or what have you do BYOB, and then they'll take the alcohol from you as you walk in the door and charge you an uncorking fee. So they charge you to open your alcohol and serve it back to you. And that's
not selling. Yeah.
But they're not selling it. They're just opening it.
Right.
Okay. So with a lot of the sex parties, it's BYOB. And then like you're not paying for your drinks, but you're tipping your bartenders for serving you the drinks because they're providing the mixers, they're providing the ice, they're providing the cups, but you're providing the alcohol. So you still tip your bartenders, but at the same time, like you have your name on your bottle, so no one else is drinking from your bottle without your permission, kind of a deal. So it makes it a little bit easier.
It is interesting that, you know, it's not technically the sex that's banned. It's you know, not the fact that you're throwing a sex party. If you weren't charging any money and if you weren't serving any alcohol, there would be no problem. People can get together and have sex and you know, in parties like that. But, you know, and a lot of these laws, they're kind of outdated because they come from another time where they were, you know, trying to legislate things and make them more conservative, but nobody's prosecuting this kind of thing now. Unless you're being really explicit with it and you're like throwing big parties and making a ton of money, then they're going to crack down on you because they want a piece of that. You know what I mean? They want you to be a legitimate business, but it's not possible to do it in this capacity yet.
Thanks for checking out this clip from our show.
To watch more clips or full episodes, click on our profile below.
If you want to stay up to date on all of our new episodes and videos, click subscribe.
And if you have any ideas for future guests or topics that you would like to see us cover on the show,
leave us a message in the comments or connect with us on any of our social media channels at Funtime Program.
Or on our website at funtimeprogram.com.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.